Olá, até o Fábio de Sorte. Não, Julian Bell.
G'day, thanks for joining us for Sunday afternoon football. Dennis Cometti speaking. Welcome to the MCG. Well, if a green creature approached me from outer space and asked me to show a good day out, I would, without a moment's hesitation, take it out. Swervingly to Melbourne. Gee, it's great to be back. Collingwood sprint onto the field, some extremely on edge.
Oh, shit.
We have the toss of the coin. The siren is... Here's the bounce to kick off proceedings. Grundy directs it down. He controls the bouncing ball. Taken by Cox. He's elected to play on. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Good start by Collingwood. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Grundy knocks it down the field. Dunk gathers it. Hits the running man. You've got to move faster than that. Holding the ball. Jams it on the boot. Mitchell marks it. He gives it a punishing kick. He gets above the crowd. Too far out to score, surely. McAvoy pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The ball has been bounced. Hit by Grundy. A favourable bounce. He's heading for home. The ball is hammered towards goal by Dunn. Perfect timing from Elliott. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 15 metres out. He kicks it. Gun barrel straight. Gets his first.
Elliott can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Vasolik finds his man on the move. He gathers the loose ball. Treloar comes away with the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. Treloar plays it on. Handballs from the tackle. He gets his hands on the footy. Jams it on the boot now. Oscar Elliott, the better man there. A short handball. Cleanly picked up. Shields guides it with the ball now. Elliott looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Going for goal number 2. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Collingwood by 7 points.
You get the feel. He plays on with the ball. Stratton slams the ball to his boot. Crisp takes the mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. crisp, goes for goal. Elliott marks the ball. The goal for the no chance.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Grundy is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate McAvoy. He has a mighty kick at the footy. Crawley with the tap. The loose ball picked up by De Goey likes his chances for goal. I would have expected him to nail that.
You get the feeling Hawthorn could just kicking and hoping, and that's why... Langford kicks the ball. He gets the upper hand. Duray puts his boot on it. Burton marks it. Puts boot to ball. He can't bring that mark down.
Kicks it. A great effort. Lining up the goal now. 65 metres out.
Not even 65
Going
meters.
for goal number 1. A great effort. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him to go. Lines it up 25 metres out. Golden opportunity here.
De Goey wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Birchall with the ball. He grabs it on the run. Grundy opts to play on. Grundy throws it clear as day. O'Brien feeds it wide. Perfect timing from Langdon. Gets the loose ball. Going for goal number 1. Nice work from Frioli. Alarm bells are sounding for the Hawks. All is in readiness. And there's the bounce. Tapped by Grundy. The bouncing ball is controlled. Crisp got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Bumps the pigskin. Birchall with the mark. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Hands like dinner plates. De Goey on the borderline of his range. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him.
Not really.
De Goey hammers the ball for goal. The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full. Booted by Stratton. Perfect timing from Whitecross. Choose to kick it. Wow, some of his hits border on felonious assault. Ball over the boundary line. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. Grundy knocks it down the field. Main hand passes it. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Exclamation point. How about that? Greenwood with the running catch. Elliott, cool under pressure, releases in time. The ball goes over the line and out of play. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. McAvoy gets onto the ball. Fasoli controls it. Mitchell bumped off the ball. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Burgoyne lays it off to the running man. Maynard gets the ball. Knocks up his first touch. Maynard decides to play on. Cox looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Cox, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Puts boot to ball. Gunston gets the bouncing ball. He gets the hand pass.
Burgoyne holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for side bottom. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Main is able to grab it on the half volley. Gains possession. Guided down nicely by Adams. Tapped by Whitecross. Hand passed by O'Brien. Crawley puts it on the boot. It was all his.
Well, Hawthorn haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. It's played on.
1 quarter down and 3 to go. Plenty of football still to be played. The scores are Collingwood 26, Hawthorn 12.
The Magpies will be happy with the early scoreboard pressure they are applying to Hawthorn. They are setting the standard out there, and it will be interesting to see how Hawthorn can come back after the break.
Lots of points scored during that opening term. Let's take a brief look at the stats.
Although Collingwood have had 12 handballs, Hawthorn are on 6, which isn't much of a difference at this stage. The stats show that both teams have practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. And here's the start of the second term.
The winners in life constantly think in terms of I can, I will, and I am.
Oscar Elliott, you got to pass the ball. Boots it. Nice work from Grundy. Birchall looking to make them pay for that turnover. The umpire calls advantage. Picked up by Rioli. I haven't seen him for a while, Richard.
I don't think his performance is going to go down too well in the coaching box, Dennis.
Rioli gets the tap. There's the bounce. Grundy gets onto the ball. Oscar Elliott gets it on the bounce. Short handball from McAvoy. Squeezes on a handball. Chooses to kick it. He has space for an easy mark. 45 metres out. An easy grab for Gunston. 50 metres from home. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Gunston manages to sneak it through. And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Out with the goal, and he runs back into position.
Grundy, he's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He's caught with the ball. Shields slams the ball to his boot. Cox taking aim.
Kicks it. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. He's hit the behind post on the full. Free kick. The ball has been tossed in. McAvoy with the first touch. Able to grab it on the half volley. Handball short. Burgoyne with a kick as he gets pulled down by Tagari. Grundy won't hit the intended target. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. He plays it to himself.
Langford has some potential, and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort. Barco with a strong mark. Greenwood with a strong mark.
Lining up the goal now. 40 metres from home. 45 metres out. Going for goal number 2. He holds his breath. He had perfect control over the ball. Disappointing kick there. Plays onto himself. A low stabbing kick. He couldn't hang on. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
I wouldn't bet on it.
It's going. Narkek will hear about that kick later. Out on the full. Collingwood free kick. Sends it on its way. And the mark will be paid. Hodge slams it on the boot. Duray marks.
Duray is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Sending it on its way. Crisp with a bump. Really quick hands to get the ball out from that tackle.
The umpire will give us another ball up. Cleared by McAvoy. Barker sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Treloar with the interception. Frawley with the ball. Hits the running man. Tapped by Frawley. A great effort.
Hartung has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there. He boots it. Langford with good strong hands. He boots it. Burton with the mark.
Kicks beyond the wing. Ball over the boundary line. The umpire will launch it in from the boundary. Here we go again. Clean tap out of the ruck. Goes by hand. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Handballs from the tackle. Sicily takes the mark. 50 metres out. Hawthorn with a chance to take the lead if this one sails through. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Howe playing on out of the goal square. Gets boot to leather. The mark is taken by Maynard.
Maynard's shown a lot of character with his recent performances. And the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll get a ball in. Grundy gets a fist to it. Treloar gets the loose ball, dishes it off to the running player. Barco approaching home now. Frawley dodging just for the fun of it. It's a mark.
He opts to play on. The loose ball picked up. Birchall dishes it off by hand. McAvoy throws it. He opts to play on. Treloar marks it.
Treloar is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. Crisp decides to play on. He boots it. The ball is out of bounds.
Knocks it down in front. Free kick. He kicks it. He holds his breath. The Magpies leads by 9. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Tapped by Grundy with the ball now. Cox looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Fucking
The ball is
Fine,
hammered towards
kick
goal
that
by
far.
Cox. Langford controls it. Stratton has the ball. He's a ball magnet. Marked by Main.
Oh,
He boots it. Going. Plenty of shots are spoiled at the last moment by efforts to add just those few more metres. Disappointing kick there.
their disposal efficiency has been fantastic, but the Hawks need to begin taking more gambles if they're going to cause some damage on the scoreboard. Stratton kicks the ball to himself. Crisp with the football. The hand pass hits the man. Greenwood knocks it down. Elliott with his head down. It's through for a point.
You've seen a half now, Richo. Your thoughts?
Besides pride, loyalty, discipline, heart and mind, confidence is the key to all the locks, and the Magpies have plenty of that running into the long break.
Richo has some stats for us now.
The Hawks have 44 kicks on the board and Collingwood have 37, fairly close if you ask me. In terms of marking, neither team looks to have an advantage over the other.
The players have been down to the rooms now and they would have had some treatment, a talk from the coach, and should be ready for another half of football. I know we are.
Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision.
Frawley kicks. Sicily takes it well. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Great mark. Good as this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. 35 metres out. The goal's right in front of Frioli. Goal. Less than one goal in this match. The Hawks are still very much in it. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. McAvoy guides it. Controlled by White. Sweeping handball. Launched long by Treloar. De Goey with the mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 35 metres out. De Goey pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. So well timed. Greenwood winds it up. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they're on 40 metres from home. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Big thump from Grundy. Short handball from Mitchell. McAvoy with the kick. Oh, he's dropped it. He'll rue that one. Clean tap by Sicily. Rioli takes aim for goals. That's a very well executed goal. Rioli gets his third. The bounce straight down. McAvoy looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Gains possession. guided by Langford. Grundy is able to grab it on the half volley. The ball spills to Burton. Has it now. He's really a ball magnet. Burgoyne feeds it wide. And the ball crosses over the boundary.
That's gotta be
It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. Grundy punches it. He gains possession. Handballs from the tackle. Good tap from O'Brien. Works it across the ground. And the mark will be paid. White gets the ball out of the pack. Grundy with the mighty fist. Treloar made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Smothered. He controls the bouncing ball. Kicks beyond the wing. So well timed.
Birchall, he's got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. It gets tapped. He gathers the ball. He gains possession. Main hits it. He handballs it. De Goey with the shot. Collingwood get the goal.
Yes.
Collingwood with a 2-goal lead. Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package.
Fucking needed that goal.
Grundy hits it, gains possession, squeezes on a handball, gives it to the running man.
Don't know
There'll be a ball up in the centre square.
What I'm going to do.
McAvoy with the punch.
That's what I'm going to be thinking of doing. He picked it up off the ground.
Dunn is streaming past and gets the footy. Narco picks up the bouncing ball.
There we go.
Takes that one strongly. Greenwood with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Football is never has claimed to be a fair game.
I thought it was going to come at me for a second.
The Hawks by 13.
I honestly thought that.
Disappointing kick there.
Unperceived pressure.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time Hawthorn stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. Langford boots it. Frawley with the ball. He gets boot to the ball. Burgoyne with the mark. He boots it. Maynard with the mark. He slams that on the boot. He marks the ball.
Yeah, you want to know what else I'm going to do?
Not wasting time, elects to play on. Greenwood getting into position for the kick.
Greenwood, who'll mark and have a shot.
Jams it on the boot. Elliott tackles too high on Langford. That drop punt works well for Langford. Here's a chance for Cox. He steadies now in front of goal.
Now, from 50.
The ball is slammed towards goal by Cox. Strong mark by Greenwood. 20 metres out. From this angle, it's a bit like flossing an alligator. Not easy. Going for goal number 3. Collingwood get the free kick as it goes out on the full. Jams it on the boot now. Shields marks.
Hawthorn haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. And the ball is out of play. We'll get a throw-in.
What's what I do now?
He clears the ball. He has the ball. Crisp takes a shot. It's hit the post. Tough break. Lots of points now for the Magpies.
Yeah, I'm getting the opportunities, am I? I'm not, because
I would have expected him to nail that. The defence are doing a decent job of making kicking out difficult.
Yeah,
so I suggest he takes his time and just looks for the right option.
But I am putting pressure on the opposition.
Jams it on the boot.
Right now.
Stratton with the tap.
So it will be a matter of time before I actually score.
The Magpies are showing their discipline at the moment. They have the lead, and it's due to them not giving away cheap free kicks. Frawley handballs it for Solo with a bump, a 1-2. He slams that on the boot. It's a mark. O'Brien boots it. The ball is gathered, sending it on its way.
Fourth and kick goal, it'll hurt, but they won't get one here.
The Hawks coach using the bench. Grundy thumps it forward. Sicily with the mighty fist. Burgoyne decisively squeezes out a handball, puts boot to ball. He spills the mark. Sigler has been violating the golden rule of kindergarten. He's not playing well with others. Grundy aims for his man on the ground. Boots it. The ball mopped up. Treloar handball short. Cox running in, about to kick. the ball goes out of bounds. Look at the big eaters. They're doing their exercise now as this ball comes into play. Tapped by Stratton. Short handball from Mitchell. Ziegler slams it on the boot, and the mark will be paid. Crawley picks it, and the mark will be paid. Carter boots it. Great grab. Kicks it across the ground. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Mitchell puts it on the boot. There's been a lot to enjoy in the third quarter. The scores are Collingwood 51,
well, still 14 points in
I
front.
don't give the Hawks much of a chance going into this last change. They simply haven't shown enough today to suggest
quarter,
they're any
I
threat.
reckon, might be the one that I just come out in form.
Richo, how well are these teams performing?
6-1 to
The tackling
7-1,
abilities on
16
display
scoring
from
shots
both
to
sides
7.
appear close on the
Should be
scoreboard, with
further in
Collingwood
front.
on 34
Unfortunately,
and
it's not always
Hawthorn on 26.
that easy.
In terms of marking,
because
neither
the
team looks to have an
perceived
advantage over the
pressure
other.
and some of the shots weren't
That's
good,
pretty deep, Richo.
but we can really try
The
and
final
launch
quarter,
our attack in this
and it
last
should be
quarter.
most enjoyable.
I feel
Never
we're
let your
going
head
to have
hang
a
down.
big last
Never
quarter
give up
and a
and
big
sit down
sale.
and breathe. Find another way.
Tapped by Crisp. Dunn controls it. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Burton tackles too high on Fasola. He plays on now. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Greenwood will have to put everything into this one. He's on a 30-degree angle. De Goey ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery.
But
Strong mark. Elliott with a chance if he keeps a cool
Jamie
head.
Elliott.
20 metres from home. Shot at goal by
kicks a
Elliott.
goal. That last quarter is crucial for us.
The Magpies by 20 points.
Elliott just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited
We
to
can
watch
get
this kid
32
grow.
points in front.
Grundy aims for his man on the
I
ground.
reckon
Pass by Hoskin Elliott. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Langford slams it on the boot. Wins the handball. Looks like he panicked there. Deft touch from Birchall. He gathers the loose ball. A massive kick by Mitchell. Adams ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Kicks the skin off it.
thank you.
So well timed. Grundy wants... Grundy, you gotta pass the ball. Sends it on its way. Perfect timing from Hoskin Elliott.
Hoskin Elliott can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Crawley boots it, Crisp spills it, and the ball goes over the boundary line.
Doesn't matter if it goes out of bounds because we can always
Grundy nicely outclassing McAvoy. Fasola going for number one.
Fasola goes for goal.
Fasola
And
goes
he's
long
got
and
it.
gets the goal.
26 points.
The
That's an
Magpies
easy
by
one.
26.
It was an easy goal in the end because as he got it, thought could have been touched, but not.
Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. The bounce, laser
Otherwise
straight.
it would have been.
McAvoy gets the tap. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Batted down nicely by Grundy. Batted down nicely by Cox. He runs into the goal. Elliott having no trouble taking that one. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
I would expect him to get this, Dennis.
Goal for Elliott. 5 goals and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He's the danger man. He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. A dead straight bounce. McAvoy taps. He controls the bouncing ball. He receives the handball. Fasola got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Boots it. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Jack
Crisp
Cripps just
choosing to play
bumps it
on.
long to
Whitecross
DeGoey.
gets the upper hand. Clears now. Dances around the boundary line. Umpire says holding the ball. Birchall with a clinical drop punt. Main with the mark.
Main can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league.
Should have gone forward and do some damage
down
on the
nicely. He slams that on the boot. Frawley with the ball.
Still think we're going to win. I don't think it's...
Tap by Hodge. Got that one off just in the nick of time. That's a piercing kick from Duray. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Mitchell has played a shocker. He's like a long jumper who can't reach the sand. A favourable bounce. Cox with the tap. Burton with the football. McAvoy kicks. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Oscar Elliott plays on.
Decides to kick.
Over the top of the pack. Elliott lining up. 40 metres from home. An ideal position to be kicking from. And looking to add another. Goal to Collingwood. Elliott with goal number 6. Amazing. And that puts them further in front. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Grundy without a touch. The clearance by McAvoy is in his possession. Intercept by Treloar. Gives it to White. Guided by White. Gains possession. An easy grab for Cox. Puts the head down as he runs in.
Cox.
Great mark under pressure. In the same spot, Tiger Woods with a 9-iron is a safer bet. Kicked the goal by Elliott. If that post was a couple of centimetres thinner, it would have been okay.
I think it's...
Disappointing kick there. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Off the ground. Stratton slams it on the boot. Taken by Crisp just in time with that kick. Shields looking to make them pay for that turnover. DeGoey throws it clear as day. Choose to kick it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Picked by Frawley. Duray with the mark.
Come back and bite them.
Hits it across the ground.
On the arse
strong mark. Kicks horribly. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Gathered by Burton with the tap. Fasola gets it on the bounce. Sweeping handball. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal.
Whitecross is the heart and soul of his footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Crisp takes possession. He completely mistimes the kick. Stratton marks the ball. He boots it.
Option then, I don't think.
He picks up the loose ball. Squeezes out a handball. No, that's just giving the ball away. That was a poor kick, wasn't it, Richard?
I'm too sure about that, Dennis.
I would have expected him to nail that.
40 points at game over.
Choose to kick it. Takes it well. Sends it on its way. Hard time. Claims it.
Hawthorn haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. Adams gets it off the ground. Crisp gives the ball to the running man. Crisp shoots for goal.
Oh, he's got it.
Crisp with a long goal.
That's a long-range goal.
The Magpies been nailing the top and shot.
The Magpies are home here. Definitely, I felt in the end, it comes back to bite Hawthorn on the backside. There was an option to go short too, but when you're that good of a kick.
He's loving that replay, and he's making sure his opponent knows all about it.
You have to go for it no matter what.
He's enjoying that goal, and why not? Grundy hits it. Hawthorn were really taught a lesson today. Richo, what did you make of the final result?
Grass grows, birds fly, waves pound the sand, and Collingwood beats teams up.
Final scores are 83-37. Richo, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.
So there we go. It's a win. Hang animal. Yeah. I have some ice cream. Might as well. After all that, you get something. I'll be alright, I'm in tough breed. Tough as nails.
Collingwood are led by their captain onto the field of play. We have the toss of the coin. The Bombers win the toss. The siren is yet to sound. They say all things come to those who wait, but I'm starting to wonder if anyone will be around to hear it. The first quarter officially started.
The will to win is important, but the will to prepare is vital.
Effective hit out there. He's got the footy in his hands. Takes the mark all by himself. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Maynard sharks the ball away. McDonald, Tippenwoody with a short hand pass. Kicks. Marks. Here's a chance for Danaher. Danaher feeds it wide. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Sidebottom. McDonald, Tippenwoody takes an uncontested mark.
McDonald, Tippenwoody can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. A great mark under pressure. He boots it. White with a strong mark. It's played on. That's a nice strong mark.
He's elected to play on. Gets boot to leather. Almost a touch of synchronised swing about that mark. Minus the peg.
McDonald, Tippenwoody just wanted it more then.
My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down.
Watson's got good knowledge of the game and you can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Good hand skills there. Danaher gathers the ball. He gets boot to the ball.
Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Langford going for number one. The goal for the Bombers. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Grundy aims for his man on the ground. Tackle, but gets the handball off. With the ball now. Goddard puts it on the boot. Danaher grabs that one. Going for goal number one. All eyes are watching. Plenty of shots are spoiled at the last moment by efforts to add just those few more metres. He'll be disappointed with that effort. A nice running mark. Langdon wants to play on. Gets boot to leather. Oh, he's dropped it. He'll rue that one. Oscar Elliott taps it. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Crisp sends it to open space. That play is as high-tech as a campfire. Deft touch from Green. Vasolik with the mighty fist. Chips it down towards half forward. Good mark on the run. Main plays on. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick.
The Essendon big men are not pulling down many marks inside the 50, with most of the Bombers' scoring opportunities coming from shots on the run. Goddard marks it. Sending it on its way.
He picks up the loose ball. Clean tap by Goddard. Oscar Elliott comes away with the ball. The kick just clears the line for a goal. Gets his first. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Good tap from Grundy. Crisp goes to midfield. Perfect timing from Fasola. He plays on. The contest, no match for him. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Greenwood executes the goal well. There's the bounce. Grundy gets the tap. McDonald, Woody made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Quick hands find the running player. Treloar approaching home now. He holds his breath. Hooker has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Hands like dinner plates.
He gets boot to the ball. Goddard there to mop up. It's in his possession. He handballs it. For Solo, kicks for goal. Oh, and it's gone through for a behind.
I would have expected him to nail that. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Hurley setting up the play, sends it out of the defensive 50. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
De Goey, he handballs. Gleeson dodging for no reason at all. Sends the Sharon on its way. Treloar marks on the run. He kicks it. That was a super drag.
Lucky. Can I kick it from here? No. No angle.
He boots it.
So I'm going to have to drop on it. And get it.
Collingwood have scored the last 3 goals. Collingwood leading 2 goals the difference. Leuenberger, I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. Danaher taps it, takes possession. Adams slams it on the boot, wins the hardball. Jams it on the boot, marks.
Danaher obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Puts boot to ball. Langdon cuts off the ball. He slams that on the boot. Straight into the woodwork. I reckon he's a little bit unlucky there.
Disappointing kick there. Howe clearing it out of defence. A mark by Maynard. Played on. Sends the Sharon on its way. Watson marks it. Nice mark under pressure. Forbidden kick inside the 50. Good mark by Fantasia. Give them a rap and they'll let you down every time.
Too true, Dennis. That was a simple kick.
Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
Collingwood and Essendon are close in handballs. Neither team appears to have a distinct advantage. Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 28 and 20.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. First break is over and we're back in action.
There are only 2 options regarding commitment. You're either in or out. There is no such thing as footy in between.
Ambrose, a good crummer. Gleeson with the mighty fist. Crisp gets the ball. Guided down nicely by Crisp. De Goey, you gotta give it off. Clears now. Nice mark there. Bagley sends one up towards the wing. Ambrose gets the tap, gets a handball away, approaching the goals now. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. Tap to advantage. A favourable bounce. Approaching the goals now. Elliott did well then. Collingwood with the upper hand in this match. And it shows on the scoreboard, leading 25-9. Leuenberger, timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Guided by Grundy, takes possession. Shot by Treloar. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Collingwood with the ascendancy over the Bombers, leading the match 26-9. It's not the score he was looking for. Here's a chance for De Goey. What are his chances from here?
He's paid to kick these, Dennis.
Slams it on the boot. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Bumps the pigskin. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Crisp with the running catch. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Goddard with the interception. He has space for an easy mark. Kicked by Leuenberger. Bumps the pigskin. Goddard taps it. The bouncing ball is controlled. Both hands right in the middle of the back. A clear free. Goddard slams it on the boot. Takes it well. Puts boot to ball. The ball picked up. Tapped by Adams. Collier gets the ball, finding the running player. His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge.
The Bombers just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. He grabs the footy. It's a mark.
White wants to play on. Green will get the free for throwing. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 30 metres out. It's shaved the post. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Howe playing on out of the goal square. Gets boot to leather. Langdon alone for the uncontested mark. Played on. Out on the full. Langford kicks hard along the boundary line. These possessions just keep ticking over for Adams. Lobs the handball. White decisively. He gets his hands on the footy. Vasolo kicks towards the forwards. Bagley taps it. Treloar with the tap. Cox gets it on the bounce. With the ball now. He smashes and bashes him. Gary taking a chance at goal. If that post was a couple of centimetres thinner, it would have been okay. Disappointing kick there. And the mark will be paid. Choose to kick it. Bagley, the better man there. Slams it on the boot. The contest, no match for him. Jams it on the boot now. Handballs from the tackle. Vasolic charges fiercely with a powerful bump. Marked by Heffel. Sends it on its way. Marks.
Danaher needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Collier with the pickup. Langford has a kick. It's a mark. He steadies now in front of goal.
Green going for number one. That's got to hurt. It just missed. If they narrowed the goalpost at one end, that ball is just not hitting the target for the Bombers. I would have expected him to nail that. A talk from side bottom. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Grundy marks on the run. Grundy keeps it wide.
Collingwood trying
He's
to
no oil
get the
painting,
ball
but look at
forward.
him climbing the
Cribs,
pack like a pop-up
kick the
toaster.
distance from
Don't
here.
take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Crisp on the borderline of his range. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Collingwood lead the Bombers.
DeGoey is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
Danaher just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. With the ball now. Adams gets the ball. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Hippel with the running
The
catch.
advantage does get
And
paid,
we'll get a
but it's a
ball
ball up.
Deft touch from Grundy. Treloar gets the ball. A rushed kick. McDonald, Tippenwoody laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Bagley gathers it. A short handball. Deep with a kick out of the pack. The contest, no match for him. That's a piercing kick from Bird. Watson in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Works it across the ground. Vasolic sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Nice mark there. Fantasia going for number one. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. Fantasia kicks his first.
Fantasia can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
Able to grab it on the half volley. Crisp did not ease up. Picture perfect drop punt. Bagley looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Find a way when we do go forward with 16 points in front. We tend to be doing a good job getting up ball inside 50, but we just need to make sure
any
that we
superiority in the tackling count today. Really close.
15 inside 50 is 12.
Contests, 14
effective
to 10.
possessions 18 to 40, so it should be Essendon should be in front.
And the Magpies
but we're just
have 38,
playing a
fairly
lot
close if you ask
better,
me.
like we're using it.
Thanks, Richo. Well, that's the first half of the match. Come back in a few minutes and we'll have plenty more foot. We're back for the third term.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
Finding the running player. Deft touch from Crisp. Ambrose aims for his man on the ground. Treloar onto the ball. Vasilic is streaming past and gets the footy. Tapped by Cox. Off the ground. Leuenberger decisively. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Elliott lining up. Elliott with the shot. Chalk up a goal for Collingwood. The Magpies lead Essendon 39-17.
Elliott, on his wrong foot, isn't his preferred option, but he's still competent enough off that foot.
That replay shows just how good that goal was. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Grundy taps it. He gets a kick out of the pack. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
The Bombers have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. Head down, going for goal. Green kicks for goal. Goal for the Bombers.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce. Grundy with the tap. Vasilic onto the ball. Treloar runs past and gets the ball. Going for goal number one.
Kick. We know how far that's gone.
To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that
miss.
shot. The Magpies with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading Essendon 40-23. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. He keeps the ball alive. Greenwood hammers the ball for goal. Greenwood just makes the goal line. Collingwood leads by 23.
That's a tough
Collingwood
goal.
are taking their time and looking for the safe marking option in the forward line. Most of their goal production is coming from set shots, and it's paying off for them.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Leuenberger didn't even get close to that tap. Kick by Fasola. Varka controls it. He controls the bouncing ball. Handballs to the running man. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. He plays on now. Greenwood holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Purley. Gets good to high. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Bagley is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Watson kicks it. White puts his boot on it. That's a nice, strong mark.
Cox wants to play on.
Of course he was. The one trying to hit a target inside 50. Think
Sends it
we're
on its
using
way.
it
A good mark
better
under the
than-
circumstances. Bagley puts it on the boot.
than Essendon, to be brutally honest.
Dunn picks it up. He hand passes the ball. Vasilic making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win.
Proofs.
Nice mark there.
Hooker doesn't need to run to every contest because he's just so great at reading the play. He kicks the ball. Leuenberger with a strong mark. Puts boot to ball. Watson with the tap.
Vasilic controls it. Vasilic with the tap. Grundy kicks it out of the congestion. A mark by Purley. Kicks. De Goey with no time to delay with that kick. Elliott gathers it. Puts the head down as he runs in. A goal for Collingwood.
Collingwood are taking their time and looking for the safe marking option in the forward line. Most of their goal production is coming from set shots, and it's paying off for them.
Hipple throws it clear as day. He's tried to do too much with that kick. He scoops the ball off the ground. Yet another possession. Handballs to the running man. Tapped by Fasola. He gets his hands on the footy. Lobs the pass. Bounces favourably for Grundy. Here's a chance for Grundy. This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. Sends it on its way. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Hooker doesn't need to run to every contest because he's just so great at reading the play. He can play a kick ahead or behind the play and still rack up possessions. He kicks the ball. A great mark under pressure.
That drop punt works well for Goddard. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Merritt has been violating the golden rule of kindergarten. He's not playing well with others. Marked by Adams. He's elected to play on. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Grundy has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. DeGoey taking aim. DeGoey goes for goal. Hurley with the ball. Sending it on its way. Greenwood picks up the loose ball. He completely mistimes the kick.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Grundy directs it down. Gathered by Treloar. Ground control to Major Tom. Taken by Elliott. He steadies now in front of goal. 20 metres from home. He's looking to add another. He kicks it. The ascendancy over Essendon, leading the match 64-23. The umpire has bounced the ball. Deft touch from Grundy. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Treloar, you gotta pass the ball. Booted by Merritt. Couldn't complete the mark. Goddard has been violating the golden rule of kindergarten. He's not playing well with others.
Langford has so much potential, he could just be anything. Grundy with the tap. Zaharakis gets the footy, takes possession. He grabs it off the ground. Interception. He receives the ball. He gets around the tackler. Watson drops the ball. Merritt picks up the ball.
It's like a self-sourcing pudding in there. Players just waiting for the whistle. Grundy really gets onto this one. Short handball from Goddard. Merritt sends the ball on its way. Nice mark there. Sends it on its way. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Richo has some stats for us now.
Although the Magpies have had 38 handballs, the Bombers are on 35.
The final quarter, and it should be most enjoyable.
You can always rest easy knowing that you gave 100%, win or lose.
Guided by Main. Main throws it clear as day. Choose to kick it. Hipple enjoying a height advantage. Jams it on the boot. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Grundy sends the ball on its way. A solid mark from Greenwood. He steadies now in front of goal. Having a big day going for goal number 4. Out on the full, the Bombers' free kick. Booted by Hooker. Strong mark by Goddard. Kicked in a flurry. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
The Bombers just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. Nice interception. Maynard finds the pass. Puts boot to ball.
Tapped by Ambrose. The spilled ball is collected. Treloar taking a chance at goal.
He's got it.
What a goal from a mammoth kick. Treloar getting them further in front. That's 4 in a row for the Magpies. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce. Grundy knocks it down the field. Dunn aims for his man on the ground. Ball up in the centre square. Grundy hits it. Caught with the ball. Goes up the line. Hipple with the mark. Cuts towards the middle. White hummels in. The spilled ball is collected. Approaching the goals now. Goddard in desperation. Goes for goal and misses. Disappointing kick there. Langford has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. Hands like dinner plates. 40 metres from home. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. The Bombers get a goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Grundy got a fist on it. Down goes McDonald, Tipperwoody. McDonald, Tipperwoody. Kicks it to the square.
The Magpies could bypassing their forward targets and having shots on the run with very few marks inside forward 50. Grundy plays on. He takes the contested mark. The ball is tapped. Elliott gets possession. Now that's okay. Sometimes you've got to make a small sacrifice for the greater good.
Kick to himself. Hooker slams it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Kick by McDonald, Tipperwoody. Wow, what a hit. Reminiscent of young, lethal Lee Matthews. The hindposts should be cowering in fear. Varker on the ball at the moment. And he's heading for home. Varker tries his luck with a shot at goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash.
Grundy is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. For Solo with handball. Good mark.
Hooker sends the ball on its way. The ball crosses the line. The umpire has thrown it in. Knocks it down in front. He controls the bouncing ball. Hipple picks up the loose ball. He's got the football now. McDonald, Tipperwoody throws the ball. Free kick. Fasoli plays it on. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Cox in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Cox whacks one on the boot for goal. Handball short. Boots it. Treloar takes the mark. Gets boot to leather. And it's... The ball is coming back into play. Grundy without a touch. The clearance by Danaher. He kicks it. Gun barrel straight. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Chris, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
Grundy decisively. The ball comes loose as he's taken down by Fasola. He's got the football now. It's like he has the ball on a string. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So that's all. Shot at goal by Elliott. Fantastic goal by Elliott. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Grundy taps it. What was he thinking? He gets his hands on the footy. A nice running mark.
Hoskin Elliott has so much potential, he could just be anything. Gee, a long kick there. He grabs it. Danaher puts his boot on it. Strong mark there. Puts boot to ball. It's been intercepted by the opposition.
Kicks it across the ground. The loose ball picked up by Barker. He's running hot, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
Deep bumped off the ball. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Barker hits the post. Collingwood by 10 goals. It's not the score he was looking for. A big run to take that back. Richard, what are his chances from here?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
It's in the air. That'll be brought up by the coach in training. Out of bounds on the full by Barker. Billy kicks it. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
McDonald tipping Woody. He's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. Merritt with handball. He's intercepted it. He lays off the pass. Treloar goes for goal. Hooker with good strong hands. The match is drawing to a close. Greenwood with good strong hands.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. Greenwood increases the lead. That replay shows just how good that goal was. Bounce goes the ball. Grundy got a fist on it. The bouncing ball is controlled. Collier taps. Is in his possession. Langford with the tag. Final scores are 96-30. Well, that's all we have time for. We only part to meet again, maybe next weekend.
That's a big win. That was a massive win. I did not probably expect that. You always think 10 points, 16 points, 41 points, 66 points. That's a big win. I love that whoever else is watching. Okay. See how the NBA is. So, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See ya.